In this video tutorial, you are going to learn how to record your screen within the PowerPoint presentation area with audio and video. This is very useful when you want to record a presentation that you want to share with your students, with your colleagues, with your clients, and you want to be able to narrate the whole presentation yourself. Record that video and share a file. So let's get into PowerPoint, and I want to guide you step by step. It's a very easy process. Let's get into it. So the first thing we do is we open up our presentation. And once we do that, we see up here slideshow. We click on that button and then record slide. Here you have two options. You can either just press this button, record slide, or you can see a little arrow down here. You press it and you have the option to either record from the current slide or record from the beginning of the presentation. We're just going to record from the current slide. I press record and here we are. We will be soon starting our recording. Just want to tell you that you can either have yourself appearing down at the bottom of your screen, or just by pressing here the little person, you can just delete yourself from showing on the PowerPoint. Or you can just turn off the microphone as well if you decide not to share something during that recording. So how do we start? We press the record button that is up here. Just press it there. 3, 2, 1, and our recording starts. Recording with audio. So I can start explaining my presentation here. And here I see notes. If you want to take some little notes that you only see yourself, nobody else sees that, but you want to remember what you want to tell to your audience, that's a very handy thing to write notes. Here, what says clear, when you press on it, you can clear recording in this particular slide that you are talking about. If you want to clear it over and do it again, you have this option from clear recording. And if you are tired, like during a presentation there are many slides and you want to take a pause, you just click pause, you take a breath, you drink some water, and then when you're ready, you press record again and you start off where you stopped. Down at the bottom, you see two different timers. First timer describes the amount of time you've spent on this particular slide, and the second timer is how much time you have spent overall in your presentation. So for example, if I now click here to go to my next slide, you see this is becoming a 0 and the second timer is 1 minute and building up. Okay, so what else do I have here? Down at the bottom, I see the laser pointer. So I click on it and I want to illustrate something, for example, my presentation. That's a very good way to do it. Also, I have the ability to write with a pen. I want to, highlight something on my presentation. I just use the pen, or I can also use the highlighter and, illustrate something that I want to make my audience pay attention to. These are all very handy tools, and if you don't want to use some of them, just click erase and it's being erased. One other very important thing, when I move from the one slide to the next, audio is not being recording. So wait until you go to the next slide. Don't talk during the transition from one slide to the next, because whatever you say is not going to be recorded. Once we're done with all our presentation and we're finished, we just click stop and recording is being stopped. And here you can press replay and see what you've done, see if you like it or not. Once we're done with all of that, how do we save it? So we go and close this window. We're being transferred back to the PowerPoint main page. And here I can see that at the slides that I've made a recording, I can go down here and press replay, and then I will listen to whatever I've been talking to during that slide. Now I have muted it, but that's the idea. And now, how do we save it? We have two options in order to save our video PowerPoint presentation. One option is just to save it as a PPT file, as a PowerPoint file. And this is a very common way to do it. Just press File and then Save As, and just give a name and the folder you want to save it and just click save and it's done. The second way you can do it is to save it as a video, as an MPEG file. And what you do, you just click File and then Export. You create a video and then choose the quality of the video that you want to create according to how big a file you want it to be, and then create a video. And that's it. You've made it. Congratulations!